We ready? We're live. This July 16th, 2026 meeting of the Dublin City Council is hereby called to order. Please stand for the invocation, which will be given by our council member, Paul Griggs. Remain standing after the invocation for the pledge to the flag. Councilman Griggs.
Let us pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you for all the many blessings that you've given us. We ask that you continue blessing us and keep us safe and continue to provide all the things that you have provided for us. Be with us through this meeting. Make things that we decide on to be in your name. We ask the thing in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming to the City Council meeting. We're going to begin today with some special presentations. We have our employee of the second quarter, as well as some retirement watches that need to be presented. And for this, we're going to have our Mayor Pro Tem, Benny Jones, handle delivering of the gifts, and our City Manager, Josh Powell, will go through the names. Mr. Powell.
First, it's always great to recognize our city employees. We have a lot of great employees that do good work for the city, and we're very fortunate in that. I'm pleased to be able to recognize Mr. Don Madigan as the employee of the second quarter for 2026 for the City of Dublin. Don began his employment with the City of Dublin on February 23, 2007 as a mechanic in the automotive shop. Through his dedication, expertise, and outstanding work ethic, he was promoted to lead mechanic on September 4, 2020. Throughout his career, Don has consistently demonstrated his knowledge, dependability, and strong work ethic. He is highly respected by his team and is often the first person others turn to when faced with complex vehicle and equipment issues. His expertise, combined with his commitment to finding solutions, has made him an invaluable resource to the shop. Don is known for his honesty, integrity, and willingness to assist others. He takes pride in clearly communicating vehicle and equipment concerns while offering recommendations to resolve them. His leadership extends beyond his responsibilities as he serves as a trusted mentor to the other mechanics, sharing his knowledge and helping them grow in their roles. In addition to his responsibilities with the automotive shop, Don assists the purchasing department with the surplus process, from preparing units for surplus and providing detailed descriptions to assisting customers with loading purchased items. Don goes above and beyond with helping the purchasing department to ensure the process runs smoothly. Don's dedication, knowledge, and commitment to the shop have had a lasting impact. We are grateful for all of his contributions and proud to have him on our team. Congratulations, Don, for this well-deserved honor.
Don went ahead and sat down before he could give a speech. Thank you. Thank you for all your work for the city.
And I know we have at least one, I think, here for a retirement watch. Mr. Jonathan Scott Allen, you'll come on up. Scott began his tenure with the City of Dublin on July 20th, 1990 as a service technician 1 in the gas department. In April of 1999, he transferred to the water construction department, and in August of 2001, he was promoted to an equipment operator. On September 8th, 2017, he became a heavy equipment operator crew leader, and after 35 years of service, Scott Allen retired on December 26th of 2025. Scott, we thank you for your service to the city and wish you well in your retirement.
So you've been retired for about 6-7 months now. Yes. Are you enjoying it?
Oh, yeah.
There's no denying that.
So sometimes people say they wish they were back at work, but all right.
Scott doesn't miss those late night calls to certain water leaks in certain areas.
Well, thank you for your years of service and congratulations on your retirement. I know that there are others who have also recently retired and will be receiving their watches even though they're not here today. Is that correct?
That's right. Randy Floyd, after 30 years of service, He worked he started work as a greensman with Riverview Golf Course, and then ended also working for the fire department. And he retired on August the 28th of 2025. Billy Rich, he began working in October of 1990 as a police officer. He worked his way up to lieutenant. He later transferred to the utilities department and worked as a meter reader supervisor. And then he retired on July 17th of last year. Tracy Yankin began work with the city on July 10th, 2002 as a firefighter, was promoted to sergeant in November of 2009, and after 23 years of service, Tracy retired in September of last year as well. So congratulations to those guys, and we have your watches, and I'll be glad to present them to you in the office.
You know, the city's got a lot of employees who work here for many, many years, and I think that is testament to, one, what a great workforce we have, but also that the city of Dublin is a great place to work for. I know that we've got some openings, so we always encourage the public to check out our website and see what openings are available and come join the team. All right, at this time, we'll move to the first item on our agenda, which is the approval of our June 18th, 2026 City Council meeting minutes. Do we have a motion?
Make a motion for approval.
Second.
We have a motion from Councilman Griggs and a second from, was that Councilman Brown? Councilman Jones, to approve the minutes. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. If any are opposed, nay. The ayes have it. We'll move to item number 2, which is approval of bills over $15,000. You have all those bills in your packet. Any questions for staff regarding the bills? If not, do we have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion from Councilman Brown, a second from Councilman Godfrey. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. We'll now move to item number 3 on the agenda, which is approval of purchases over $15,000. We have one on our agenda today, which is a truck for the gas department. Mr. Powell, will you please go over the purchase?
We have one unit, Unit 509, which is a 1997 Ford F-250 that Mr. Madigan will probably attest needs to be booted out of our inventory and off our fleet. And so the gas department budgeted to purchase a new truck to replace it. The requested replacement is a 2025 GMC Sierra 3500 HD four-wheel drive regular cab truck that is available through Hardy Chevrolet Buick GMC under a statewide contract for $75,343. We did budget to purchase this through the 2024 SPLOST, and that is $14,657 below our budgeted amount. So we ask that council approve this purchase for the gas department.
All right, I know we went over this in pre-council. Are there any additional questions for staff at this time? If not,
Anything have to be done to this vehicle before we get it?
I don't believe so. I think we're getting it as is. They may add some smaller things to it, but
I know when we purchase like
It's not
cars
like
from the
police.
police, they have to have a whole custom kit, but is this one pretty standard?
yeah.
Okay, all right, looks like this is a standard purchase. All right, any other questions? If there aren't, do we have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion to approve from Councilman Jones, a second from Councilman Brown. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. If any are opposed, nay. The ayes have it. We'll now move to item number 4 on the agenda, which is the first reading on an ordinance to annex parcel off of Fairview Park Drive. Mr. Powell, will you please go through this first reading of the ordinance?
Sure will. This is ordinance number 2608, annexing and incorporating into the municipality of the city of Dublin, Georgia, 0.50 acres, more or less, of land located at parcel D04C076 as P, professional zone. Proposed use is for a medical office. There are a number of parcels that we have historically annexed, very similar to this request, just behind the offices that front Fairview Park Drive. As you can see, they're the ones that have been annexed in the past adjacent to it. This acreage is the square block there that's marked as 0.5 acres, and it is meant to be for an extension of the Pulmonology, Sleep, Asthma, and Allergy Center of Dublin that fronts Fairview Park Drive. And they expect to build, I believe, an additional facility as well as provide additional parking for the 2 offices there, or that will be there. This is a first reading. I do know that the Planning Commission has considered this request and does recommend the council approve it. They had that meeting earlier this week, And so the second reading of the ordinance will be at our first meeting in August.
All right, so this was the first reading of the ordinance, which is required according to our ordinances and state rules. There will be a second reading of the ordinance and a public hearing on August the 6th at 5:30 p.m. All right, we'll now move to item number 5 on the agenda, which is the first reading of an ordinance related to alcohol distance requirements. Mr. Powell.
This is Ordinance 2610, an ordinance by the Mayor and Council of the City of Dublin, Georgia, to amend the Code of Ordinances regarding distance requirements for alcohol licensing for consumption on premises, to provide for severability, to repeal all ordinances and parts of ordinances in conflict herewith, to provide an adoption and effective date, and for other lawful purposes. We have had a request for a restaurant to be able to locate and serve alcoholic beverages for consumption on the premises across from a church that's located on Hillcrest Parkway. And after that request came in, staff looked at our existing ordinance, which currently has some exemptions. There are distance requirements that can be set at the local level by the local government as it relates to schools and churches. And so the council has those distance requirements in our ordinance, but we also have a few places where the distance requirement has been exempted, and that includes the areas that are shown in red on the screen there. So if a restaurant tried to locate and serve alcohol on one of those streets in red, having a school or a church within the normal prohibited distance would not stop that from happening. They still have to go through the zoning requirements for that and get the alcohol licensing and go through all of those steps. It's just the distances from churches and schools would not prohibit it. And as staff was looking at this, we looked at some of the major corridors through town and where we would expect to have restaurants that might want to serve alcohol, and where we might not want a church or a school to prohibit it. And so because they're mostly commercial corridors, so the recommendation for the council to consider is extending the exemption area to include everywhere that is shown in green in there. And after discussions with the city council, we are going to also look to add Mall Road to this, which is the road that runs between the mall and where Hobby Lobby and all of that is. So we're also going to look at, in between this first and second reading, possibly expanding this. Currently, it only exempts restaurants, and we may include establishments of other sorts that might want to serve alcohol on premises, but we'll have a further analysis of that and more information for the council at the second reading.
All right, so this is a first reading. No action will be taken on this proposal until there is a second reading and a public hearing. The public hearing is set for August the 6th at 5:30 p.m. That's August the 6th at 5:30 p.m. If anyone has any comments to make regarding the proposed ordinance, that will be the time to do it. We'll now move to item number 6 on the agenda, which is a discussion action on an ordinance to rezone a parcel from B2, which is currently zoned as, to R4. Mr. Powell.
This is Ordinance Zoning Map Amendment 2605. It's an amendment to the official zoning map of the City of Dublin, Georgia, as previously amended for the purpose of rezoning 3.50 acres, more or less, of property located at tax parcel D09F068, Dublin, Georgia, from B2 Highway-Oriented Business Zone to R4 Multifamily Residential Zone. The proposed use by the applicant is for a multifamily residential development. We have had a lot of back and forth with the applicant on this particular parcel. This is a piece of property that is adjacent to the newer apartments that were constructed off of Woodlawn, in between Claxton Dairy and Hillcrest Parkway. And we, after the council's first reading of this ordinance, went back to the developer and asked for certain changes to be made to their proposed, their draft of a site plan. They've made some of those changes, and some things were not able to include or did not include. And so this is here for a second reading and public hearing. If the council wants to take action on it, they can do that after the public hearing.
From a procedural note, we had the first reading let's see, actually.
I'm sorry,
we had
we've already had that's right. We had the first and second reading.
Right.
You're right.
I believe we had a public hearing on
Yes,
it at
we
the prior
So
meeting.
now this was tabled to this meeting,
Right.
and so we just need to have a motion
Right.
and a vote.
So at this time, we can have either a,
If you want to have a public hearing, you can. I mean, if you wanted to. don't think there's an
I think
issue
we've had the public hearing, so at this time, the floor is open for any motions related to this item. All right, the floor is open for any motions. All right, if there are no motions on this item, we'll now move to item number 7. Item number 7 is discussion and action on a resolution to approve and adopt amendment to the future land use map of Dublin. Mr. Powell.
This is Resolution 2625. It's a resolution by the Mayor and Council of the City of Dublin to approve and adopt an amendment to the future land use map of the Lawrence County Joint Comprehensive Plan, Vision 2050, to set an effective date and for other lawful purposes. We had a few, in a previous amendment to the future land use map, the map itself is maintained and managed by the Regional Commission. And in one of those previous amendments, there were some changes that were made to the map without staff's knowledge of it. And it was included in, we have to have public hearings on these when we do these changes. And those were later on approved by the council. Those changes were clerical errors, and so we are making those corrections with this amendment. This also did have an amendment to the parcel that was the subject of item number 6 that the council just did not take action on. And so if the council would like to approve this or will approve this, the staff is recommending that you do, but then specifically in your motion, exclude that parcel that was the subject of item number 6, since no action was taken on that. And that is a request of the owner of the parcel that we not change the future land use map. They want to leave it commercial. And then additionally, we have a rezoning request that is in the works for a piece of property on East Moore Street. East Mary Street, forgive me. And this does include changing that lot to a commercial use. I'm sorry. It's two parcels that are included in that.
All
Did you
right.
pull that up on the screen? The East Mary Street, is that the Pecan Orchard?
No, it's the
Where is
Store, the old store at the corner of the cable.
Yeah,
it's right there across from
I know now.
Dudley Cemetery.
All right, so the clerical corrections to the future land use map, our materials say that there was a hearing on July 14th,
There was,
and that hearing,
and nobody came and spoke.
okay.
Either
so
for
there-
or against any of that.
There were no comments, no public comments received at the July 14th meeting.
That's correct.
So at this time, if we go forward with this, then this would be for the clerical changes to the future land use map,
As well as the East Mary.
As well.
Yes, East Mary Street.
as well as the East Mary. So at this time, if we can have a motion for,
To approve the clerical changes in the East Mary Street, excluding the item on number 6.
all right, so we have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion from Councilman Jones, a second from Councilman Griggs. Now, because this is related to planning and zoning, does it require a roll call vote, or can we do
This
it by
is a
resolution?
resolution.
All right, so all those in favor of the resolution, please say aye. Aye. If any are opposed, nay. The ayes have it. All right, we'll move to item number 8, which is discussion and action on a resolution regarding software for the police department. Mr. Powell.
This is Resolution 2646, a resolution of the City of Dublin, Georgia, by and through its mayor and council approving an agreement with I3 Verticals LLC for licensing and service for 25 licenses, to authorize the mayor and city clerk to execute the same, to set an effective date and for other lawful purposes. As you all know, you've been very generous to the police department and purchased a lot of laptops and items to help them with being mobile and being able to not just be locked into their offices. And so there are a number of officers that do not have the software that is primarily used for report writing, GCIC searches and inquiries, and those types of things for their normal day-to-day operations. This would provide the licensing for those officers that don't currently have that on their laptops, and we did budget for this and ask that you approve that. There is a one-time cost for the license for each one, and then there'll be an ongoing annual cost for service and support. That is $12,046 for all 25 licenses. And I think, Chief, does the service and support include all of the, or is it just for these 25? Just for those 25. We're already paying for the others. So this was budgeted, and this is just slightly under budget. And we ask that you approve it. The total purchase price is just below $75,933. And I apologize, I didn't put the total in there, but it's, I think, $14 below that or something like that.
All right, so do we have any questions for staff regarding this proposed software purchase?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All right, so we have a motion to approve from Councilman Smith. I heard Councilman Godfrey, is that right, for our second? Councilman Godfrey has the second on that? All right. And so we have a motion and a second. Any discussion on the motion? If there is no discussion on the motion, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. If any are opposed, nay. The ayes have it. All right, we have some items for surplus. So item number 9 on our agenda is surplusing old items from the city. Mr. Powell, you want to go through those real quickly?
Sure, we've got a ditch witch from a trencher from the gas department that's already been replaced. A 2023 Bad Boy Rebel zero-turn mower from Public Works. And the issue with that, as it turns out, is there was a manufacturing defect that we didn't catch within the warranty period of it. So we have actually already got in the works to replace that item. And then a dump truck and a trailer from the wastewater treatment plant.
All right, so do we have a motion for surplusing these items?
So move.
We have a motion from Councilman Jones.
Second.
A second from Councilman Brown. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. If any are opposed, nay. All right, the ayes have it. Those items are now surplus. They'll be available on, what's it called?
GovDeals.
GovDeals, govdeals.com. All right, at this time, we can have our citizens' comments. I know we've got a lot of people out in the audience today, so if anyone would like to make a comment, now is your opportunity. I do want to say that I think we've got some look-ahead interns with us today. Do we have Madeline Rayner who's working with GEICO? Thank you, Madeline, and Will Brown, and Zaylin Boston. All right, so Madeline Rayner, Will Brown, and Zaylin Boston are what are called look-ahead interns. I think the University of Georgia Archway program has helped place them with local businesses. They're people who are local, who are in college and thinking about returning home to work. So it's always great to see young people considering making a career in their hometown. So welcome to the City Council meeting. Thank you for coming. We're glad to have you here. All right, at this time, we can have citizens' comments. If you'd like to go ahead and start, Ms. Bloodworth.
Is that something for distribution?
Yes, I always spoke with her.
Okay.
I am Ray S. Bloodword. I'm here today. Good evening.
Good evening.
I am here about a data center and the ordinances you all might not have in place. Okay. I'm here. I was not aware in the beginning when I first did this, but I hear it's one coming to East Dublin, but I don't know if that's for sure. I provided you information for the review that asks us to consider whether our current ordinances are prepared for this type of development, and whether additional planning and zoning consideration or public input opportunities should be discussed. I do not support data center. This is not about being against growth or responsible economic development. It is about making sure our community has a voice, that residents has an opportunity to participate, and that we plan ahead of issues that may affect our water resources, our electricity, our needs, our traffic, our noise, our neighborhoods, and our quality of life. I'm asking you all consider looking at your ordinance and see if there's any protection for us as citizens if a data center is proposed. I know many stand with me against it, and we asking that you make sure that you cover us as a community. And I ask you all to review that information. I highlighted a couple of things, and I hope that helps to why I'm here, and I thank you for your time.
All right, thank you, Ms. Bloodworth. Anyone else have a public comment that they'd like to make?
Hi, my name is Adam Nugent Rosenberger. That's the proper. I was listening to the police department's getting new equipment. Are those going to be video cams? Any of those are going to be afforded for the police officer video cams? No, you're not. You guys aren't going video cam?
That's not what the software purchase today was.
Okay, all right. End comment.
All right.
Have a nice day.
All right, thank you. Appreciate that, Mr. Rosenberg. Any other citizens' comments?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm Janet Sands, 212 Cascade Circle. I was here a year ago, July 17th, in reference to speed bumps on the 200 block of Cascade Circle. My neighbors called and informed me the job was completed on September 18, 2025. I would like to take the time to thank the mayor and the commissioners for your great work in proceeding, and especially to Ms. Sharon Evelyn for carrying out the impact study to complete the job and getting the special bumps on our streets. There are no more cars racing down the street nor cutting through the neighborhood. So we really appreciate your help. I know you hear a lot of complaints, but it took me a year to get back here. I'm a seasonal resident, but I just want to let you know that we really appreciate it. And I had an incident January at my property. Someone ran over my mailbox, brick mailbox, but Officer Price Hunter, he filed a complaint for me by email, so it's okay because I don't receive any mail there anyway. So we're using it as a border. So if they decide to come back and run it, it's already down. But thank you, and continue to do a great job for our city, and I really appreciate you all help. And the neighbors did the same. No one came to thank you, but they say you have to do it. So okay. So thank you again, and have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you coming and saying that. Thank you very much. All right, any other citizens' comments? I think we.
No, I'll wait. I want to say the rest of the day.
I kind of don't want to follow that, and bring up a complaint. I wasn't necessarily prepared to speak today, but I appreciate the opportunity to be here. Mitch Griggs, Dublin. I live on Stonewall Street. Find myself in kind of the middle of an old issue I know that the council has dealt with before, and I appreciate having had the opportunity to speak with some of the council members about this issue. But it regards a drainage structure and stormwater drainage issue on Elm Street and Stonewall Street. The drainage structures have failed there, and it's now become my problem, even though it's not across my property. It's adjacent to my property. So the properties that it is affecting have now become blighted and are creating a problem, including a health problem. Want to just bring this to y'all's attention. Hope that the city council can take this up in discussion. I did, and this is a bit crude of a map, but just to refresh y'all's memory, because I know you guys have discussed this before, I've just got a route for this. It's a piece of drainage structure that runs for about half a mile, coming from Bellevue Street and then going down across Marion Street and terminating near a small church, I believe, down about a half a mile south. Let me pass this out to you guys.
Thank you.
And again, my
role in this is just kind of being an affected adjacent property owner. So my hope is that the council can pick this back up and effect a solution to the stormwater drainage problem that's flooding those 3 parcels, and then creating this influence in the neighborhood that's affecting all the adjacent property owners. Appreciate your attention.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Griggs. Any other citizens' comments? Any other citizens' comments? All right, Ms. Wright.
My 3 minutes doesn't start yet. I gotta get up. That's what happens when you become a senior citizen. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jacqueline Denise Jadon Wright. You haven't seen me in a while. Due to health issues, I can't be in the sun, but I would be remiss if I didn't come today. This book is called, and I'm in a group in Richmond, Virginia with Hunter Holmes McGuire. It's a prayer group for women, veterans, but it's called Pete Grigg, God on Mute, Engage in the Silence of Unanswered Prayer. I live on South Church Street, and I am a committee of 1. I do love Dublin. I've been looking at TV 35, and recently there have been a lot of interviews about all the people who go away from Dublin, don't come back to Dublin, or those who do come back to Dublin, and they're trying to make a change. In this room today, I'm sure it's a hodgepodge of Dublin High School, West Lawrence High School, maybe some Trinity Christian School, and other different schools, colleges, universities. My point today is we all bleed the same blood. We all want the same things. Quality education, good banking, investment, a place where kids can play, people can talk, people can walk. We can greet each other downtown, away from town, and say, I'm from Dublin, Georgia. This is my city. What you gonna do about it? So, in chapter 5 of this book, it says, Naked Prayer. Take this cup from me, Mark 14:36. If people cannot speak about their affliction, they will be destroyed by it or swallowed up by apathy. Without the capacity to communicate with others, there can be no change. To become speechless, to be totally without any relationship, that is death. And that was by Dorothy Soul in Suffering. We suffer a lot each day. I have been on a mission this week, and if you read Tell It, I've been talking to different people, saying things about the aesthetically beautiful city of Dublin. Okay, you go down Bellevue Street, and then you see in the historic district where people actually take the time to get the weeds off the curb. But if you go the street over on Highland, you can get, off the given path of righteousness. You see all kinds of things. Thank you. I think I made my point. Have a good day.
Thank you, Ms. Wright. Is there anyone else who would like to make a citizen's comment? All right, if there's no one else, then Mr. Daniels, any comments from our city treasurer? All right, thank you. And I know that Duke's not here, but we're always happy to see you here in his place. Do you have any comments for us today?
No comments. Happy to be here today.
All right, thank you. And our city clerk, Ms. Rozier. All right. We'll start with our council comments with Councilman Bill Brown. Mr. Brown.
Thank you, Mayor. I just want to say a few words, but I want to thank Valerie Dixon with the Archway program and the other companies that are all involved in supporting local students. And I happen to be the parent of one of those students, so I'm pleased that he had the opportunity. So thank you all for being here, and thank you for what that does for the community. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Councilman Brown and Councilman Jones.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank everyone for coming out, and once again, thank the students that was participating in the program. Hope you do decided to come back home and work in Dublin. I know when I left to go to college, my mind was never come back to Dublin, but God had other plans, and so here I am. So, but thank y'all for coming back, and thank all our employees for all they do. I want that got their retirement, all the years of working. Thank you for doing that. Employee of the quarter. Thank everyone for that. And citizen comments. We enjoy hearing citizen comments, hearing what our citizens say. Well, hey, but I want to be safe. I think next time we meet, the students will be back in school. So I think we got different back to school things going on, drives with hey. So you take your children out and get some back to school stuff. And we wish them well and pray they be safe and have a good school year. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Councilman Jones. Councilman Godfrey.
I'd just like to echo everything Benny Jones said today.
All right. Well, thank you, Councilman Godfrey. And Councilman Chang.
When I joined council, my campaign focus was more youth investment from the city, entertainment-wise, and I want to thank the City of Dublin Recreation Department and also speak on one of the events they have coming up, which is the Water and Movie Day at Stubbs Park on July 24th. It's free. It's a water day from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. and a movie night from 5:30 to 7:30. It's important to support these events because it makes it easier for me to make an argument to continue these events.
All right. Thank you, Councilman Chang. I think that's going to be a great event. Hope we have a good turnout for it. Yeah. All right. Councilman Smith.
I just want to reiterate what everyone said. It's good to be back. I know I missed probably the past 2 council meetings. It's good to be back and see everyone's face. And Ms. Jacqueline, I always come to making everyone smile. I just want to say I appreciate staff and appreciate the hard work that everyone's doing. And thank you all for your council comments.
All right. Thank you, Councilman Smith. Councilman Griggs.
Thank you, Mayor. I just want to thank everybody for coming and echo what everybody else has had to say.
All right. Thank you. And our city manager, Mr. Powell, any comments?
Just want to mention that we're introducing a new feature, is that the right word, at Hilburn Park. We're going to have some volleyball there, so get out your volleyballs and we'll see how much you can spike the ball out there. Bill Brown, I'll see you out there. And we're also introducing something new at Riverview. There's been a lot of improvements at Riverview Golf Course, and the course is looking great. And I see our course superintendent, Lester Lombard's here. So thank you for what you're doing out there. But with that comes a lot more people, and that's a good problem to have. So starting this weekend, we're implementing something new for the course, which is tee times. So you can go online to the Riverview website and sign up for a dedicated tee time, because it's been happening a lot more and more lately that people show up and have to wait or come back later to be able to have access to a golf cart or be able to get access to the course. So it's just from 8 until 2 o'clock on Saturdays and Sundays. So those are our busiest days down there. And it's meant just to have a dedicated time so when you go, you'll be able to get on the course and play and have a pleasant experience. So we encourage you to do that. So that's all the news I have.
Mayor.
Yes.
I would be remiss if I did not mention at the Oconee Gym this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, I think it's Saturday and Sunday, they're having a swing out class. So if you want to learn it can't. Oh, okay. I apologize. Did not know. Thank you.
I need to say something too.
All right. So I think we've got a couple more comments. So Councilman Smith.
Say if everyone can keep a prayer for the Walker and Barnes family, city staff member that passed. So everyone just hold their family in your prayers. Thank you.
And I meant to mention too, thank you for your patience with us on 2 of the road projects we have going on. I know ideally we wouldn't have 2 projects so close together happening all at once, but Mary Street right now is pretty bad torn up, but we appreciate everybody that lives over there and has to normally drive through there. Your patience with us. The projects are moving as quickly as we possibly can. I know Matthew Bradshaw and his team are pushing to make sure our contractors are working quickly. And then, of course, the roundabout that's coming right there at Claxton Dairy and Woodlawn is starting to take shape. If you drive over there, you might be able to see the kind of what it might look like at the end. So thank y'all for your patience in that. And I think we're still on target to meet our deadline of the beginning of August being finished with the roundabout. So that's encouraging.
Every once in a while, it's good to kind of step back and think about how things are going in a big picture point of view. We got some estimated census data that approximately 500 people have moved to Dublin, increasing our population by about 500 people in the last 3 years. That's good, steady growth. We're sitting at close to 17,000 residents now, and it's a nice steady pace of growth. And I think that that's been encouraged by our economic opportunities in town, but also the changes that we've made in the last 4 years on recreation. You know, our parks are really good. The golf course is coming along. There's activities at Oconee Gym. Really all over town, there's more stuff to do, and things look good. I think our neighborhoods are becoming more attractive. Thank you for talking about the speed bumps over on Cascade. I think many neighborhoods have seen an increase in quality of life as through traffic has been cut down and speeding traffic has been reduced with our traffic calming efforts. So, you know, it's good every once in a while just to kind of step back and think about all the good things that we've done from a recreation point of view, from a parks point of view, and economic development and residential growth. And I think that we're hitting on all cylinders right now. And you don't want to get overheated. You know, you don't want to have that 1,000 people a year come in, but this nice steady growth that we've had, I think, has been a real benefit to our town. And I think this council has worked really well together to be good shepherds for our community. So it's been a pleasure working with all of you and looking forward to what we've got coming up in this next year too. We've got, for the public's benefit, you know, we've been working really hard on additional projects like the Springdale Park, and we are not stopping where we're at now. We've got a lot more things ahead of us. So it's a great time to be a resident of Dublin, and I especially wanted to make these comments because we've got Madeline, Will, and Zaylin here who are in college now and just examples of young people that need an opportunity to come back home and make a living and have a fun place to live. So we hope that we appreciate you coming back and hope that there are many more that will also find a great place to live in Dublin. So thank you all, and this meeting is now adjourned.